Royals. They're completely getting obliterated here by the men in red. The Ensel Super 4 for Darcy shot the first ball that he plays. Very nicely helped on its way to that boundary, clearly showing that the pitch doesn't have all the demons that the team in red thought they were. Just the timing, the placement, the class, the technique, all up there.
You have to feel for the Royals. Exceptional again in the group stages. But where has this come from Dinesh Adhikari? 4 sixes in the over.
Just take a look at that. It was tossed up. This was in the hitting arc. And clearly putting that foot down. This was the best of them all. The third one. And then just completing, just compete. Today, the team in yellow looked the team that looked to compete, not to win.
Yeah, they just right now are stumbling, staggering around the ring, aren't they? Punch drunk and hammered, blitzed away by a sensational performance. A hat-trick for Paudel, trumped and brilliant. What about Sharmila? The tournament he is having. Maybe catapulting himself into that T20 World Cup in Mumbai in February. Certainly in the mix at the very least. Joint leading wicket taker alongside Sandeep Lamichhane. I think these fans, they deserved a better final. I'm not sure they're going to get it.
Well, either way, I think they've got their money's worth. They've watched some of their the homegrown talent, some international flavour as well. For the last 3 or 4 weeks we've been here, they've enjoyed every bit of the action. Well, it's happening there for the man in the centre of your screen, Rohit Paudel.
How good has he been? What a young man, what a leader, what a cricketer.
Well, I like the way you said what a leader, and I really saw that in him. There's humility when he wins. There's humility in defeat as well. There's acceptance that someone else has played a better game than him. He always comes back stronger, and he always looks in control. And just take a look at the picture over there on his face. You can't really tell whether he's winning or losing, isn't it? That's the hallmark of a really good and great, which can make him a really great player for Nepal.
I always think of Owen Morgan. McCullum as well in terms of his white ball leadership. MS Stoney. Modern white ball leaders who change the game. They're spot on. You generally would look at them and be hard pressed to know whether they're winning by 100 runs or winning by 10 wickets, as it could well be here for the Lions, or whether they're going down to a heavy defeat. And he's had to endure a lot. He was appointed as the captain of the national team at a very young age. Naturally, with the fanaticism here, there's all sorts of criticism every time there's a defeat for the national team or a failure with the bat for the national captain. And she is rightly the proudest mother anywhere in the country right now. Rohit Paudel, sensational. I loved the way when he took that hat-trick, he ran to his mum, almost to gift it to her. There's runs in this surface all of a sudden. It's a fine shot, one of the shots of the day, belonging to Darcy Short, 37 for none. Well, it's hard to even think of it or believe it unless you've been here to witness it all. The Lions are nearly halfway there after just 2 overs of the chase. This has been as dominant a performance in the history of the Nepal Premier League, maybe the most dominant final performance in franchise league history. And unless something changes, well, really right now, so unless Harmy can find 2 or 3, well, this game is done. And the Lions, they would deserve every inch, every moment, every tempest of their success. Chipped up, mid-off comes in, not going to get there. Long off that is Scotty Kuggeleijn. And there's going to be overthrows, oh, insult to injury. Kuggeleijn didn't need to throw that. It'll turn 1 into 3. That moment, that microcosm there has summed it all up.
Well, it's been that kind of day, that kind of evening for this man and his team. Just take a look at that. Scotty Kuggeleijn picks up the ball, lets it rip, and just the ricochet of the stumps gets them overthrows as well. So nothing going the way of the team in yellow. There's the skip. You can already see the shoulders drooping out here. The body language tells the story.
I really don't think anyone saw this coming. I really fancied the Lions to win this evening. Myself and H.D. Ackerman talking earlier about the lack of quality in the recruitments that Royals replaced Lynn and Brown with. Just don't think they had the calibre in any way, shape or form. And you look at the way the Lions brought their players in up in the HP Lubricant CONCACAF for the final time this season. I want to thank you all as well. It's been fantastic, every moment. Might not have the final that we wanted, but it doesn't take away from what's been a brilliant season.
Well, absolutely it doesn't. I mean, we've enjoyed ourselves out here. I've enjoyed myself with Andrew Lennard out here at ComCam. The entire facility, the hospitality, the cricket has been really good. You're bound to have one. You're bound to have one odd match that goes that way. Unfortunately, it was the final. But I think it's been a very exciting tournament. I think it's only going to get bigger and better from here, Andrew. And I think a lot more talent will come out here. And just take a look at what we get to see every evening. And you took us to a place where we saw something like this last evening at sunset. And these are the memories that we will go with. And Darcy Short is making shot work for the Lumbini Lions. Picks up another boundary. You're in complete cruise control.
No, it wasn't easy out there in the first innings. I didn't see it as an 80 all-out wicket. Maybe 130, 140, 150, yes, but well, they're making a mockery of it here, the Lions, aren't they? And even Singh, who's been, well, untouchable at points this season, played with real ease. They just don't know where to turn or to look right now. The Royals blown away for the second time in 2 seasons in the grand final. Good diving stop. And we'll get through for the single. 3 bowled, 45 for none. It's hard not to take a moment, Faz, to reflect upon the success of this season. I don't think the Lions can quite believe it. They'll be partying into the wee hours in season 1 to surely they're going to be champions from here.
Well, that's the bright spark in this tournament. You finish this year, you could always win next year. You have the opportunity. That's the kind of platform that the Cricket Association of Nepal have given these young World Cup. And who knows, Andrew, maybe in the course of the next 4 to 5 years, maybe a few more, you might see Nepal with test status as well. And that will be the day for Nepal cricket. And I'm so happy that we've come here. I'm silently wondering how it would be tomorrow when we all head back. You know, we've been 1 month together. We've enjoyed every moment of this entire tournament. We're going to be heading back, get into the normal grind. It's going to take a few days.
Yeah, no doubt there'll be some melancholy. Absolute melancholy, because we've loved every second. It's been a beautiful serendipity to the season, and well, I cannot think of a more beautiful portrait of this country to paint than that one. It's been about a lot more than just cricket in the year that's been in 2025. The youth of the country driving a brighter future, the ongoings of September, and the miraculous nature of being able to get this stadium completed and the tournament pulled off so successfully. Good shot, really well played. Alakari has flown to 34 of 9 deliveries. Where's he been hiding all season? The 50, well, it comes up in beautiful, glorious style.
Just unbelievable how the tale of the two halves have been. And the yellow were struggling at this stage, and the reds have just been enjoying themselves out there in the middle. It's just been one hell of a ride for the Lumbini Lions. It's been really good. Oh, that's beautifully hit. That's gone all the way as well. That's in the crowd, just short of that camera person of ours. But what a tournament it's been for the Lumbini Lions. They started well, didn't have too good a time, and then they've come out like this, all guns blazing. Well done to the team in red and Tino Johanan.
Well, I'll tell you something. Dinesh Adhikari has a chance at a piece of history here. I know Dipendra Singh Ari made a 9-ball 50 in T20I cricket, but with all respect, that was against Mongolia. I think in the domestic franchise game, I think the fastest ever is 12 balls. If I remember correctly, it was Chris Gale. He's got 2 balls here. He's got to go bang, bang. He could get to 50 off 12. It'd be the fastest in NPL history. I think the joint fastest in franchise history. Keep going, Dinesh. No, not like that. Not like that, Dinesh. Yeah, what a lovely moment for that fan. And thank you for coming. Well done on getting your tickets. And you are our Happy Dent sparkling smile fan of the match. A beautiful smile to leave us with here from Kathmandu.
Down the track, just trying to keep the flow of runs going. We'll come back for 2. The Lumbini Lions in pursuit of 86 are 58 for none after 4.
What an evening this is turning out to be for the Lumbini Lions. And there it is, everyone with the banners out in the red jerseys, and it's Babal Energy time for them. That's because it's the Red Bull New Gen Energy. Don't forget to try the New Gen Red Bull product that's recently launched in the market. And all of a sudden you feel it's been a tale of two halves. Very good evening, HT Ackerman.
Wow. You talk about momentum. 5 wins in a row for the Lions, and here they look like absolute superstars. Cruising. Great attitude, though, to walk to the wicket and play in this manner when chasing this score. You love it.
Got him against the run of play. Muted celebrations, fairly understandable. Darcy shot departs, Dhami strikes. But the story is written on the wall at the moment.
They were always going to keep going, weren't they? Short and Adhikari were aggressive. They broke the backbone of this chase. He's at a good back end of the tournament, has Darcy Short. He goes for 14. The Lions are 58 for 1.
The Lions have no plan to have dinner tonight. They want to have an early supper. Niroshan Dickwell are promoted in the batting order at number 3. They want to just run away with the title and want to stand on the podium as early as possible. What a lovely cricketer he is.
And he's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Maybe his numbers don't suggest that, but the attitude, the energy that he's brought to this side they've looked a completely different unit with Nirishant Dikvela in the team. And you rightly point out, Mikel, they've sent him in to say, finish the game. We've got plenty of other players like Rohit Fidel who can knock it around and get these other 28, but we want this done now.
Gets his hand, keeps it to 1, else that was running for another boundary. Avinash Bora, 27 needed in 94.
Short would have fancied this into the hitting zone. And maybe he just didn't clear that front leg enough. Maybe it was just a touched closed off, so he couldn't get the ball over that deep mid-wicket area. But a good tournament for Darcy Short. Started slowly, and then once he got accustomed to the pitches, he played a big part in where the Lions are here.
That should be taken. Kugalayan gets underneath that. Second wicket in the over. Dinesh's cameo comes to an end, but he's done his job. Mini comeback here for the Sudur Paschim Royals.
Again, this is just the attitude. The attitude that the Lions had was, we're going to finish this, we're going to continue to be aggressive, we're going to attack. Hits the bottom end of the bat. Dhami's got another one. Kugalayan holds on to it. But what an innings from Dinesh Adhikari. A match-winning innings, you would think. 42 from just 13 deliveries. Take a bow. 59 for 2, the Lions.
What an innings there by Dinesh Adhikari. Has told his captain, go, hit the winning runs and come back. Now that strike rate will need a facelift, but that's all for another day. For the moment, all Rohit Paudel needs to do is ensure he's there for those 27 runs.
That's the captain's job. The captain doesn't need to be aggressive. He needs to be the man that's there at the end when they cross the line. Yes, he'll find a boundary here and there, Rohit Paudel. He's that good a player. But he needs to take the responsibility on his shoulders now. The aggressors are gone. The tough work is complete. Now it's time to win the game.
Beautifully driven in the gap, gets off the mark with a 4. The Lions are running away with the game. They see that trophy getting closer to them, and that's a confident hit by the captain. Two contrasting emotions running through the screen of yours.
This typifies the Lions' evening. Control. Beautifully controlled stroke from the skipper.
After 5 overs, the Sudur Paschim Royals were 19 for 3 HD, 63 for 2. So much of talk about how the surface was playing, all of that being put to rest by the batters in the middle.
And that's why I like the way the Lions came out to play, because there has been in previous games when they've sort of stumbled over the line. But there was obviously a discussion in the dressing room. Adhikari, Short, you go in, be aggressive, break the back of this run chase and we'll do the rest, and it's come off for them.
Flicked away in the gap, 4 more. Captain Rohit Paudel has come out with some intent and aggression, and you can see his steely eyes as well. They move to 67 for 2 in 5. They need 19 in 90. Yeah, they had a middle order blip in that earlier phase of the league, the Lumbini Lions, and they came back to win 5, the Eliminator, Qualifier 2, and tonight, Captain Paudel is a man on a mission.
8 of 3, both those just authentic cricket strokes. Little drive past point to a long half volley, and then a nice little glide, little leg glide for 4. Now Harmeet Singh. I just wonder whether this man should have had the new ball. Bowled the first over of the day.
Nicely swept. That will be another boundary. A 4 of the last ball of the last over, 4 in the first of this. They're getting into touching distance of that incredible silverware.
Left hand, right hand combination, and the right man is facing the right bowler. And this is a stroke that has yielded so many runs for Niroshan Dakvela over his career. The sweep, the reverse sweep, when on bended knee, he is at home. This is the dismissal of Adhikari, but the innings needs to be applauded. The innings of Adhikari needed to be applauded. Even when walking off the ground, his team recognised that he had played the match-winning innings. They stood as one and applauded him off the ground. A quite brilliant innings and a quite brilliant plan from the Lions as well.
Yeah, I could see when he was walking back, HT. We'll see if we can get these visuals at some point when Dinesh Adhikari was walking back to the dugout. They were thanking him for what he had done up front with that carnage, 42 and 13. All the time in the world. Rohit Paudel.
No pressure. No pressure. Now I think that this is why I felt that Harmeet should have opened the bowling to the right-handed Adhikari. I know that Short probably would have faced the first ball, but for me the only chance that the Royals had of winning was if Harmeet bowled his 4 overs and got himself 3 for 12, for example. He is a superstar, Harmeet Singh, but very difficult to bowl when you have such a small total to defend.
Yeah, he's come back well after conceding a 4. Equation now extremely easy. 14 of 84, done with the power play. It's been the Lions, 72 for 2. Well, at the outset, you've got to really commend the fanfare, the passion, Cricket Association of Nepal's endeavour, the players, the pedigree, the quality, everyone involved in it, the umpires, the officials, the broadcast, the production, the camera person, everyone's put in their heart and soul, which has culminated into another success story and a chapter in Nepal cricket.
And you can only see it going from strength to strength. And I do think that that lies at the very feet of the thousands that turn up every single day here to support their teams. The crowds, the fans, they're spectacular. One of the best, if not the best, in the world. Their love of the game, the love of their local players, the way they embrace the foreign players is just quite spectacular.
But I'll just amble across to the other end and just walk through this remaining runs at the moment, the Lumbini Lions. We certainly have an indication of who's standing on the podium tonight, HT.
And you can't help but smile for the Lumbini Lions, can't you? After the struggles of last year, but particularly that man who had such a good tournament last year, but his team finished last.
You've got to spare a thought for Dipendra Singh Hari, his second consecutive final, the most consistent side all through season 1 and season 2 in the league stages. You end up finishing second.
He'll still be a superstar. Will play many a great innings, will bowl many a great spell, will run out hundreds more players over the course of his career for Nepal. But it's not his night tonight. It's not Dipendra Singh Hari's night tonight. It's Rohit Padel's and the Lions.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes you feel Chris Lynn and Josh Brown missing out from the top order suddenly just created a bit of a void and a gulf. You really didn't have a settled opening combination there. You look back at the hits and the misses. Well, they did have the hits coming through.
Yeah, I mean, we will look at the statistics of Brown and you'll look at the statistics of Lynn and you'll say they weren't so great. But I said a little bit earlier to Andrew Leonard in that, and Chris Lynn won them a game by himself. Brown won them a game by himself. When they were gone, they had to mess with their batting order. Powell goes large. Powell goes big. He's on the brink, Rohit Powell. What a stroke to end the 7th. 83 for 2.
The storytellers, Lumbini Lions. Just how they've come back into the tournament, the self-belief. Every player has just shown up and raised their hand to create something magical in what has been an act of redemption and resurgence as well. They have been special. This man has got the runs with the bat. Hat-trick with the ball. Rohit Paudel, the captain, not just of the Lumbini Lions, but of Nepal cricket. Abhinash Bora comes on to bowl. And the special moment now, just in touching distance. Runs away from a very special moment tonight. The flashlights are switching on. Here we are. This could be it, and quite fittingly, it is going to be Captain Rohit Paudel.
Just the 2 runs remaining. Rohit Patel on the tree here at the TU International Ground in Kathmandu. The team in red. Looks set. Nepal Premier League 2025. Just calm down, calm down. I'm following the commentary box. Once again, Carlos Brathwaite.
Look at the smile on Rohit Patel's face, and one that ebbed and flowed, and one that in 2 runs time, everyone, all the fans in the ground have their flashlight on to witness this moment.
Will this be the moment? In the air and gone! Is that man, Dipendra Singh Airi, livid with himself as the skipper Rohit Patel. On the brink of the win, he just holds out to the skipper Dipendra Singh Airi. Very impetuous moment for him.
Cricket is a real game of romance. We thought we were seeing the script of the perfect novel. From last to first, the captain at the helm, hitting the winning runs, but it was not to be. 84 for 3, the Lions.
Just continuing with the there is an appeal. One run closer to the win now.
I feel as though it took them longer to get from 70 to 85 than it did to get them from 0 to 70. The script was written a long time ago. The ink has dried. The result is a mere formality. Still hands are clasped, prayers are going up. And would you believe it? Another wicket falls. The inevitable is delayed.
Just excitement just getting bigger and bigger. The wait is getting longer and longer.
This is why putting runs on the board is so important. You just think with this little tremble cracked in the arsenal, 4 wickets down for 85 after being 58 without loss. Had the Royals got to 120, 130 even, could this have been a real game? So far it isn't. 1 ball left in the 9th, 85 for 4.
There it is, victory for the Lumbini Lions. They are the champions in the second edition of the Nepal Premier League. What a moment this for the Lumbini Lions and the men in red. The coveted Siddhartha Bank Nepal Premier League is all theirs in season 2. Hugs all around, the firecrackers going off. It's all happening here at the TU International Ground in Kathmandu.
It's been a sensational run of form for the Lions. They've seen it all and they've now conquered it all. The province of Lumbini must be smiling. The Lions, the real leader of the pack, leading from the front in season 2. What a revival. What a remarkable turnaround. Congratulations to the ownership group. Rohit Paudel continues to cement his place as one of the finest leaders in world cricket. Whether with ball in hand, in the field, or with bat in hand. His leadership has been tremendous. They made it to the finals the long way. They took the long way to victory. 3 games in 4 days. And look at that, it was all worth it in the end. Victory.
Well, here we are. You've just won the MPL Season 2. How are you feeling?
I'm really happy the way we come back from this tournament. Yeah, very excited for this final, and we.
Darcy Short, Darcy, I'm sure you want to go.
Carlos, I'm somewhere very close to